Well, it may be the first day of fall, but the humidity makes it feel a little steamy, and that weather whiplash really has an effect on everybody, huh?
Yeah, but the people who really suffer, well, those with chronic pain disorders such as arthritis, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, and chronic headaches. So Dr. Joseph Pergolizzi is a specialist in acute and chronic pain, and he says you should never dismiss any weather-related pain. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's jump right in and talk about how does the cold and hot weather intensify someone's pain?
It's a great question. When you look at extremes in weather, both very cold and very hot, a lot has to do with the barometric pressures as well. So when you have a very hot situation and very high humidity, you have a very high heat index, and this can cause joint and muscle stiffness and aching and pain. And when we look at the very cold extremes, the same thing. It's that barometric pressure. When it's dropping, all of a sudden we find people explaining and complaining of more joint pain and muscle pain as well. It may be related to dehydration in the hot temperatures, and it may be just related to the very coldness in the colder types of environments.
So I'm wondering, are some people affected more than other people are?
Well, when you look at patients that you mentioned before, those with fibromyalgia seem to complain more of joint and muscle stiffness. People who have chronic migraines will tell you that they're more painful, more intense, and actually they have more frequency to them. Those who suffer from joint and muscle pain, like osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, particularly in the summertime, are the ones who are going to complain the most.
Okay, so you actually have some tips to help relieve some of that pain. What are some things people with hot weather pain can do to feel better?
When you look at the extremes in temperature, like hot weather, you should think of a couple things that you can do. One, move from the sun to the shade. The second is to stay well hydrated. You know, stay away from alcohol and caffeine. They can dehydrate you. Wear wearable clothing. Breathable clothing is highly suggested. And then finally, if you have joint and muscle pain, put your pain relieving cream on, wait a little while, and then don't forget that ever important sunscreen to go on top. When you're in the cold, you may want to think about, again, moving to the warmer area. Drinking warmer fluids may include a little bit of honey or even sugar. This can help overcome some of the muscle and joint pain.
So I'm curious, does a dramatic weather swing when you go from cold to warm make it worse?
Yeah, so if you go from, let's say, Naples, Florida, where I am, and skiing in Vail, yes, you know, you're going to have altitude changes. You're going to have a difference between the temperatures. And once you start to see fluctuations, in my opinion, anywhere from 30+ degrees, you're going to experience potentially more symptoms.
Okay, so doctor, what other issues should we consider when it comes to pain and extreme weather?
Well, there's an actual sort of pseudoscience called biomediology. And what you need to be thinking about are just some practical elements. Again, when it's hot, you want to move from the sun to the shade. When it's cold, you want to move into a warm place. There's a couple things that we're always concerned about in the extremes of ages, very older and very young. These individuals, if they do experience heat-related symptomology, you want to have them be followed up by a healthcare provider. And those who suffer from chronic neurodegenerative diseases like multiple sclerosis or chronic migraines, again, here, stay well hydrated, make sure you're seeing your doctor and taking your medications on time.
And doctor, if people are looking for more information, where can they find you?
Sure, I'm at drpergolizzi.com and also healthydirections.com.
Wonderful, nice to have you. Enjoy Naples for the next few months.
Yeah, well, you're all invited down.
We'll be thinking of you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Ciao, bye.